Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great. In this series, we are going to discuss some vocabulary section for your CVT exam which is going to help you to prepare better. Now for this video, we are going to discuss learn words through mnemonics. So this is the first method of vocabulary. Now what is mnemonics? Mnemonics are some associated words or phrases which which helps you to remember the definition of word meanings better. Let's see some words you will understand more. First word is abase, which means to let someone down or to humiliate them. And mnemonic for this is we can relate it with base, meaning down. So if you want to remember the word abase, you can relate it with the base. So it's better for you to understand or to learn in your mind. Now the second word is anguish, which means severe mental or physical pain or suffering. And to remember the word anguish and its meaning, the mnemonic is anguish is related to angry you-ish. Anger can cause pain and suffering to you. I am still in anguish that I lost my father last year. So anguish is easily connected with angry and you could remember it better this way. Now the third word is assiduous, which means diligent or to show great care and perseverance. Then the next word is acclaim, which means praise or applaud someone. And the mnemonic to remember this word is acclaim can be related to claim, like claiming for things you have done. So if you know the meaning of claim, you can easily remember acclaim. Now the fifth word is alienate, which means to cause to turn away or to separate. Now what is the meaning of hostile here? Hostile means showing or feeling opposition or dislike, unfriendly. You are unfriendly towards someone, that means hostile. Now the next word is allay, which means to calm the violence or reduce the intensity, mitigate. Now the next word is ambrosia. The food of God is something very pleasing to taste or smell. So the ambrosia is basically the food of Greeks, Roman gods. Now to remember this, ambrosia is related to amber, Hindu god, and rasoya, which is cook. So the food of God or something that you like very much. So ambrosia, you can learn it like that. Now the next word is anathema, and which means something regarded as a curse. Next word is abundant, which means plentiful in abundance. Now the easier meaning of abundant is more than enough, something present in large quantity. So the mnemonic for this is picture a bun dance happening with a plenty of buns, symbolizing abundance. So here they are helping you to remember it by using the word bun. So you can remember it with so many words. These are just some examples of the mnemonics and you can have your own example to remember any word. Now the next word is ambiguous and having more than one possible meaning. Mnemonic, imagine yourself in dense fog where things are unclear and ambiguous. This is basically the example of it. Next word is animosity, which means hatred. So animosity is related to enmity. Just imagine a city where you can see only people fighting with each other. Treat them like animals or pronounce animosity like enemy city. So they are telling you to remember it by connecting the words animal, city and enemy. Now the next word is benevolent, which means well-meaning and kindly. So think of a benevolent ruler who is bent on doing good for their people. They are connecting the words bent and the ruler who would do good to the people. The next word is belligerent, which means hostile, aggressive. Belligerent is remembered as a bully, which reminds us of the harsh and aggressive behavior of someone. So you can remember the word belligerent by the word bully. The next word is capricious, which means given to sudden and accountable changes of mood or behavior. Easier meaning of capricious is changing behavior suddenly in a way that it is difficult to predict. Now, to remember it, the mnemonic could be picture a person wearing a cap who is being capricious, changing their mind unpredictably. So, they are telling you to remember the word capricious by the word cap. The next word is debilate, which means to make weak or feeble. Think of a debilitating debate that exhausts and weakens the participant. So, they are telling you to remember the word debilitate with the help of the word debate. Next word is ephemeral, which means lasting for a very short time. It's like a femoral artery, fleeting and temporary. So the word ephemeral is like temporary, and they are telling you to remember it by femoral artery. Next word is facilitate, which means to make an action or progress easier. And the mnemonic for it is imagine a facilitator who helps to fill the gaps, making things easier. So they are telling you to remember it by using the word fill. Next word is flaunt, which means display. Flaunt is related to aunt, flaunting of things ostentatiously by aunts. Next word is gregarious, which means fond of company or sociable. Someone who always desired to be around people. Now think of Greg as a friendly guy who is always in a group or a gang. Next word is hypothesis, a supposition or proposed explanation made on the basis of limited evidence as a starting point for further investigation. Many times you have heard this word hypothesis in your classrooms also. Teacher tell you to have research about something. So hypothesis means brief explanation about anything. Now break it down to hypo, which means under, plus thesis, which means statements. So it's an idea that's under the main statement waiting for a proof, which means evidence. Next word is inevitable, certain to happen or unavoidable. Picture an inevitable train coming down the tracks. You can't avoid it. Next word is eric, which means to afflict with pain, vexation or fatigue. Ick is related to irritation. You irritate or annoy someone. It icks that his peers do not feel as strongly. Next word is eloquent and fluent or persuasive in speaking or writing. So eloquent means fluency. The next word is ubiquitous, which means present, appearing or found everywhere. So the thing which is everywhere existing or being everywhere at the same time, that is ubiquitous. Now the 25th word is pernicious, having a harmful effect, especially in a gradual or subtle way. So pernicious means having a harmful effect or evil effect on somebody or something in a way that it is slow and not easily noticeable. Now to remember this, the mnemonic is per plus noxious. Noxious means harmful. Think of it as something harmful that persists over time. The next word is cacophony, which means a harsh, discordant mixture of sounds. Now the mnemonic is sounds like chaos-phony. Imagine a chaotic orchestra playing on phones, creating a cacophony of discordant sounds. So cacophony means unpleasant sounds. The next word is serendipity. You must have seen this word a lot on social media. Serendipity means the occurrence of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way. Something which you were not expecting and it happened in a positive way. Serendipity sounds like surrender to happiness. Think of stumbling upon something wonderful when you least expect it. Surrendering to happiness. So serendipity means surrendering to happiness. The next word is lethargic, which means sluggish and apathetic. Lethargic sounds like lazy plus energetic. Imagine feeling lazy despite having energy, resulting in sluggishness. Now the 29th word is quixotic, which means exceedingly idealistic, unrealistic and impractical. Something which is not logical. Think of quicksand and exotic. Just as quicksand can pull you into the unrealistic situation, quixotic dreams can lead you into impractical endeavors. The 30th word is perplexed, which means completely baffled or puzzled, someone who is very confused. Perplexed sound like per plus plexus, which means plexus means network of nerves. Imagine your brain's network of nerves becoming tangled and confused, leaving you completely baffled. The next word is exacerbate, which means make a problem, bad situation, or negative feeling worse, in which you start thinking negatively more and make the situation worse. Exacerbate sounds like exaggerate plus ace bait. Picture someone exaggerating their skills with bait only to make the situation worse than they fail. The next word is debacle, which means a sudden or ignominious failure or a fiasco. In general terms, it means sudden downfall. The next word is zealous, which means having or showing zeal, passionate or enthusiastic, which also means using great energy and enthusiasm. Now, zealous sounds like zebra plus jealous. Imagine a zebra getting jealous of the attention another zebra is receiving, showing passionate enthusiasm to outdo them. So zealous, they are telling you to remember it by adding the word zebra plus jealous. Next word is inundate, which means overwhelm with things or people to be dealt with. Inundate sounds like in plus undate. Picture being flooded with so many dates on your calendar that you feel overwhelmed and unable to cope. Next word is quagmire, a soft, boggy area of land that gives way underfoot, an awkward, complex, or hazardous situation. The better meaning of this is an area or a soft land, wet area of the land that has a lot of mud. The next word is sycophant, a person who acts obsequiously towards someone important in order to gain advantage. Sycophant sounds like sick plus elephant. Visualize someone acting sick to gain favor with an important elephant, symbolizing someone who flatters for personal gain. Next word is auspicious, which means conducive to success or favorable. The next word is voracious, which means wanting or devouring great quantities of food, having very eager approach to an activity. And ferocious sounds like voraciously eat us. Imagine a creature voraciously consuming everything in its path, representing someone with an insatiable appetite or enthusiasm. Now the last word is incessant, which means of something regarded as unpleasant, continuing without pause or interruption. So these were the top 40 important words which you should know and the mnemonic for you so that you could learn it better way. Now we have one practice question for you, and I would like you to answer this question and write down the answer on the comments. And I will see you guys in the next video where we would learn more about the vocabulary. Thank you.